What is up, y'all? This is Slex Allen. You know him, you love him. Huge news, effective today. This is day one. I left my day job and now am officially full-time music, full-time DJ, full-time musician. I'm in it, baby. I'm diving in. I'm feeling good about it. So I decided to start documenting the journey because, you know, I got a lot of ideas, but you know, it's gonna be a learning, growing process. I thought this could be a cool way to do it. Why am I doing this vlog, if you will? First of all, I think it's gonna help to set some type of routine, some accountability for me, because, you know, get the camera going, get the juices flowing in the morning. Second of all, you know, the obvious thing, good content to, you know, put on the social media, try to maybe, you know, stimulate some visibility for the brand, you know how it goes. And thirdly, and possibly most importantly, to help inspire others who might be in a similar situation. You know, you might be right on the edge there, feeling really good about making the dive into whatever passion you want. It doesn't have to be music, you know what I mean? Any type of art, just anything. And maybe I can be an example to inspire you to do the same thing. So, still trying to figure out how I'm gonna approach this whole vlog thing. So I wanted to kind of talk about my plans for how I'm gonna structure my days, because you know, it's no secret that leaving the day job, that source of income, is kaput, baby. So how do we keep the momentum and pretty much replace that income? So you gotta view it as a business. I can't just be sitting on my thumb watching Boardwalk Empire, even though that'd be amazing. Great show. I think ideally wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. I'm actually reading this book called The 5 a.m. Club. It's based on the principle that all the most successful people start their day early, you know, for a number of reasons. I gotta say, it's pretty dope. It's before, you know, it's before the world wakes up, before the sun comes up, and so it just gives you time. You don't, you know, you're not rushing or anything, so you can just do your little routine. Make my coffee, let the animals out, get in the right headspace. So start with a personal routine, still trying to figure that out, TBD. Right off the bat, I'm gonna do a check-in, covering all the tasks in the morning, a little check-in, and then I believe the next step, I wanna kind of do anything finance-based, check in on that. Any emails that need to be drafted, kind of start with the more boring stuff, to be honest. Bang out all that kind of stuff in the morning and then clear up space for the creative side. I think that's gonna be most conducive to me. I think the next step will be any type of prep I have for upcoming gigs. So I got a ton of gigs planned out for October, and obviously that's gonna be my primary income as a DJ. I'm gonna be intermittently shooting this video, but then I have some other videos to shoot. I do DJ tutorials, and I actually have 2 of them I wanna shoot today. So I'm gonna do that afterwards. And then I have a remix I'm working on, so then comes the producing. And I think we're just gonna go from there. Like I said, it's in beta stages, and I'm gonna try to learn from it, and hopefully you can learn from it. Come along for the ride. All right, I think I'm done with prep for the day. You know your boy's gotta move a little bit before his set. My hip's messed up, so I'm just gonna do a light flow at home. So come along.
Why you making all that noise? I said, hold up, babe. The music made me feel that way. The music made me feel okay. And I can do this all damn day.
What up, y'all? It is 5:23 on day one of being a full-time musician DJ, and I am headed down to Sarasota right now to the lounge at Good Liquid, which seems like a super dope spot. It's gonna be my first time DJing in Sarasota. I hear it's a dope ass scene. The homie DJ Terry's putting me on. We got Papa Bean, who's gonna be there, which I love the name. Gonna be sick, baby. I rarely get to play deeper tech house cuts, because that's usually just not what the venue or client calls for. So I'm freaking amped, dude. I was doing a deep dig, and I have some dope ass songs.
Noise. Why you making all that noise? I said, hold up, babe. The music made me feel that way. The music made me feel okay. And I can do this all damn day.
All right, y'all. It is 10:23, leaving the venue right now. Super vibe. There's a steady flow of people, and people are bopping their heads, so I feel good about it. Got to play some deep cuts, which I'm pumped about. Shout out DJ Terry for putting me on, and Papa Bean for throwing down, and The Lounge by Good Liquid, which they make their own freaking liquors, and I had an insane variation on a tequila old fashioned or something. Also, SRQ Top Events, I believe it's called that. They provided all the gear, so That's the end of day one as a self-employed mother scratcher.